Hey everyone, it's Nate here. Welcome back to my channel. I am so glad to have you here today. If you haven't watched last week's video, make sure to go back because this is a two-part series that we're doing on mindset. And last week's was about consumerism and a consumer mindset. This week, we are gonna get into an investor mindset
and what that really means.
This week, I'm gonna give you 6 building blocks in order for you to work towards an investor mindset. Watch this video right to the end. This foundation is gonna help you build your wealth, help you change your mindset so you can work towards financial freedom. Let's roll the intro. You see, our life is really a journey and you can't speed this up. Time can't be fast forwarded, and sometimes we fail and we can't get stuck in the rut that we're gonna fail. We need to just kind of like in the Disney movie, Meet the Robinsons.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Keep moving forward.
I mean, this stuff is way too advanced for me.
Keep moving forward. As you already know, I come from a pretty humble background and I didn't learn about investing until I was about 18. And the extent of that investing experience was me at work being approached by my boss and him saying, you know what, Nate, you should probably open up an investing account. You should go down to the bank, tell them you want to open up a mutual fund and start putting in $100 every month. And that's kind of where I started. Was it a good start? Sure. I didn't know anything about investing though. All I did was take money and throw it into an account. So we're going to talk today about what kind of mindset I really should have had before I even began that journey, before I even began that walk. And really a lot of these videos that I'm making, I want them to be like a conversation between a couple friends. And if you were asking about what kind of mindset you would need to invest, I'm going to be honest with you and I'm going to be transparent with you and just say, all right, these are the 6 things that you really need to do before you can invest. And unless you get these things down pat, then it's going to be really difficult for you to create wealth. But before we start, make sure to crush that like button. That's just going to help out with
The YouTube algorithms.
Subscribe if you haven't. Love to have you guys here. This really is just my hobby. I'm passionate about finances and I'm really passionate about helping other people win with their finance. I want you guys to know a few things. One thing is I'm never going to try to sell you a course. I will share some affiliate codes in my description. Then it will help me to pay for some of my equipment for my channel and those kinds of things, but I'm not really going to push that a lot. Most of the time, I'm just going to say, hey, check out the link in the description, and that's about it. You can use them at your own discretion. This is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. What I really want to do is I want to be that friend that has those really tough conversations with you and tells you, this is what you have to get right first. So let's go through the 6 things that you need to do in order to get to that investment mindset. All right, so our first step out of 6 is you need a plan. You need to know what to invest in. You need to even know what investments are. So that's where we're gonna start. So number 1, you need a plan. So what is an investment? Well, an investment really is property or possession that you obtain. Most likely you've purchased it and you've purchased it for future gain. When you think of investment vehicles, what do you think of? Because you can't just take your money and throw it at something and expect it to grow. If that's how you think of investments, you're going to get scammed. Someone's going to try to tell you, hey, you can get rich really quick by doing X, Y, and Z, and you're going to throw your money at that. And what's going to happen is you're going to lose all your money. So you have to be really sure of what you're investing in and have knowledge of what that investment is. So let's think of some investment vehicles. So some of the investment vehicles there might be are real estate. Real estate's a pretty solid investment in Canada, and most Canadians are invested in real estate because they have homes they live in if they're not renting. Another one is stocks or shares in a company. Those are ways to invest, or bonds. Those are kind of like loans. So there's bonds from companies where you can get loans from a company and then you're going to get a guaranteed return. or bonds from the government, and you get a guaranteed return after a set amount of time, 3 years, 1 year, and they say, hey, you're going to get 3% back after 1 year. You're going to get 5% back after 5 years. Those are different vehicles that you can invest in as well. There's also even cryptocurrency that you can invest in, although this can be a bit of a speculative market, and we'll talk about that later. But cryptocurrency is a new emerging market that has been around since 2009, since Bitcoin was invented. Many people thought it was scammy and
Just for criminals.
large banks, Tesla, Elon Musk's company has invested in cryptocurrency. So it's becoming much more mainstream now. Another way you can invest is just in like business. If you're a student or you're in your 20s, or I don't know, maybe you're in your 50s and you don't have any way to make extra money and you want to cut lawns, an investment would be your equipment. So you're investing in your lawnmower, you're investing in your weed whacker, maybe a trailer to pull it around. Now, why is this an investment? Because you're expecting to gain money, you're expecting to gain cash from using those items, and that's what will make your return on investment. Now, if this is your hobby, that's not really an investment, kind of like me in this YouTube channel. I have a bunch of equipment that I bought, and I'll show that in some future video. But could I say that's an investment? Maybe, but really this is just fun for me. This is a hobby, and I really enjoy sharing this stuff with you guys. So I wouldn't say that's an investment. So to kind of sum up, first point is, first, you need to know what you're getting into. So just know what those investments are. Let's move on to number 2. The second thing about investing or having an investor mindset is you want to have to win. You want to have to be successful. And if you don't start off thinking you're going to win, thinking you're going to be successful, and having that mindset, every bump in the road is going to be
Detrimental.
and it's really going to drag you down. So the Huffington Post says, the difference is how passionate you are about doing different things boils down to desire. If you have enough desire to succeed, you can forge a clear path towards wealth creation. If you're completely okay with getting up every day and paying the same bills and having the same amount of debt, then it's going to be difficult to change your mindset to build wealth in the future. The third thing, and one of the most important things, is you need support. You need to find a mentor that knows about finances, can coach you. When you have questions, you can go to them. You just say, hey Nate, I was thinking about investing in this stock. What do you think? And I can give you my advice because, I'm really passionate about it and I really love that area. So step 3, you need support around you or it's going to be really tough. And just even accountability. Your friend to come to you and ask, how's that investment going? How's that investing going? Are you still doing that?
Oh no, man, I had a bad month and I can't save anything right now.
But with that person alongside you, they can say, you know what, don't worry about it. Forget about last month. Let's move forward. Remember to start saving again. Even you watching this channel is a big part of your support. I can support you in different areas, and leave a comment below in just what areas you guys need support in. What are different topics you need to know about, or maybe something you don't really understand. I'm totally there for you guys. I enjoy helping people. So if you need some help with something, just let me know. Drop a comment below. Now, at the same time, I need to warn you. Warning, warning. There's a lot of people out there that are just waiting. They're just waiting for you. Dial that WhatsApp number in the comment. I comment on some financial pages and I don't know how many times I get someone that says,
Hey, join my trade group and you'll earn thousands of dollars a day.
those are all scams. They're scams. There's lots of scammers out there. There's no quick way to get rich.
There really isn't.
So fourth, you need to be realistic about your investing. So just kind of what I alluded to, this isn't a get rich quick scheme. And in my channel, I'm not going to direct you to anything that I wouldn't invest in. I'm not going to show you any platform that I wouldn't use because it doesn't make sense to me. Why would I do that? I think that's really weird when people do that, when they say, hey, you should use this product when they never use it themselves. So when I say be realistic about investing, it's just that, investing, not speculating. So speculating is when someone wants to put money or buy something thinking that they're going to get a return on their investment
Really quickly.
and there's plenty of spaces that you can do this in. There's
Forex trading, options, penny stocks, ICOs, initial coin offering, different cryptocurrencies, friend that comes into your house with an easel and says, hey, get into this Ponzi scheme.
There's all kinds of things. You need to stay away from those. Don't speculate. Don't day trade. We see all the people raking in the money and it looks very attractive. And we see the guys on the beach, the guys getting in their private jets and saying,
You could be just like me.
but really, no, you can't. And they're probably just getting rich off the books they're selling you anyway, and it has nothing to do with their investing. Another part of speculation is using an over amount of leverage. And what leverage really is when you borrow money to invest. So remember that one thing that you need to do before you start investing? Yeah, that's right. Smash the like button. So make sure to smash that like button. Anyway, we're gonna move on now. Just know that investing is a long game. So fifth, you need to prioritize. So you need to make investing a priority in your life. You need to see investing as more important than buying a coffee 3 times a day. You just need to prioritize it. You need to make a lifestyle change. You need to save for your future. You need to prioritize your money, your wealth over all of these other things. You can even start easy. Let's start really, really easy. Sign up for a high interest savings account. You're gonna set up an automatic transfer. You're gonna set $10.
This is getting your investment going. This is getting you like your mojo going. This is getting you.
Used to saving. So $10.
And you're gonna do that and just set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it.
And then in 6 months, you're gonna increase that by 25%.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down.
25%. Okay, $2.50. That's where you're gonna start because investing needs to be a priority. Is putting money in a 1.5% interest savings account going to make you all kinds of money?
No.
What is it gonna do? It's gonna get that habit rolling. You're starting to win. And this is the best part. You are gonna start to work your way towards financial freedom. The last one, number 6. This is big. You need to start right now. You need to stop blaming everyone else. You need to stop blaming your work for not paying you enough. You need to stop blaming the mortgage company. You need to stop blaming the hydro company. You need to stop blaming that you don't have enough money. You need to stop that now, and you need to start investing. Huffington Post makes this really clear. They say, procrastination can very well be the single thing that prevents you from starting your investment career. Nothing will ever happen if you keep making excuses. If you've told yourself countless times that
Interest rates keep going up. I lack the time to learn about financial market.
Or I should have bought this stock 5 years ago.
then you better start blaming yourself instead of pointing fingers. You need to start blaming you for not investing instead of pointing to others, because the best time for you to invest is right now. I don't care if you're 20, 18, 50, age doesn't matter, pay rate doesn't matter. What matters is what you do with your finances. It doesn't matter how much finances you have. It doesn't matter all of these other excuses. You need to start now. And they finish off the quote with, "These excuses are made by people who refuse to take action. It's high time to change this ill habit and start allotting time each week for your investment activities." Let's stop making excuses. Let's stop trying to be perfect. My first investment account, I was paying like 2.34% in management fees. I didn't know that then. Did it matter? Sure. But in the grand scheme of things, I just needed to start, and so do you. So let's stop making excuses. I'm so glad you guys were able to stick around for this video. I know this was a bit of a longer video, but I really wanted to make clear the foundation for what you need to do to get your future rolling. We're in a journey together. We're on this journey together, and I just want to come alongside you guys. In the future, I'm going to show you how to invest, what a stock is, what a bond is, how to budget, all these different things so that you can get your financial future just all set up. I'm a dad, a husband, I own a home, I have 10 kids. I'm a real person, and we are kind of like middle income family, and we're doing this, and I want you to do it as well. I want to be able to help you. I want to be able to show you that financial freedom is possible, even when there's all these excuses. I can make millions of excuses.
I could literally make at least 10 and just say, man, I have 10 kids.
I really hope you guys enjoy the content, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.